falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Let's go. Hey, middle.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You look at this Eagle defense. They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson rolling to his right. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in? How do we tackle him? To get it done that early, that's got to feel great for them.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Hurts with a quick throw, complete.
Touchdown, Eagles! A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Eagles are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The Ravens at a disappointing 0-4 through the first month of the year. Yeah, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, In this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They go play action now. Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
It's now 3rd down.
Now Lamar changing the play.
Hey, hey.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
When you look at this defense, they enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Here's a 2nd and 5. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Looking right sideline, that's complete. Touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Eagles are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Oh, first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Report.
Play action. It's Jackson. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Hassan Reddick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick-6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Come on.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right? Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Go!
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Brought down that time by Nolan Smith.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second and 10. Lewis between the tackles. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
And now the young man has it. It's a fake, but he will not come anywhere close to the first down marker, and that gives us a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
On the set.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And an Eagle first down.
Okay, break.
They go play action here on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Touchdown, Eagles! From 10 yards out. And the Eagles are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0.
Ravens, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 53 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First down, here's Mitchell. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. This is 2nd and 8.
7-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
Another run with Mitchell. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. This offense so far on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, report! Report!
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Sets up 4th down.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Duvernay in motion. Oh, look at this play call. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. And to be frank, Charles, maybe they just got a little too cute there.
Not just a little too cute, but maybe a bit overconfident. It almost felt like they could dial up anything there and it would work. And they were going for a big hitter on that play, because you don't call that just to pick up short yardage. You're trying to take that one to the house.
They dug deep in the playbook. Probably wish they had not. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Stop low, 18!
Back to throw. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Here's Jackson to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mitchell. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run over center with Mitchell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Shotgun handoff for Lewis. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
That's a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, Jackson into space at the 45. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Sets up the screen to Lewis. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Second and 6 at the Eagles' 46-yard line.
From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6.
Now Jackson. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Hey, middle. Go ahead.
Jackson will throw again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. To throw is Jackson. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Hurts sets up to throw it.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Hurts.
Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he's going going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's a 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. The partner is still in the third quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the fourth quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll look to throw here toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this 35-0 now. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Here's Jackson.
17-yard
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They go play action with Jackson. On the move to his left. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 72 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Eagles have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point up and through. And it is 42-0. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They go play action now. Jackson going for the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll start this drive out on the ground to about the 33-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Taken down at the 33-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the 1st time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll drop to throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
DC, ready? DC.
Try the right side with Mitchell. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Now Jackson on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The offense on third down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. A handoff from Mitchell running left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 20. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 17-yard line. 89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, you know what they say about the best laid plans, partner. I mean, this one was totally foiled. They played for the pass. The idea was if you want to run it, that's fine. We'll rally up and make the tackle, except they didn't get it done.
Yeah, it's 3rd and long and a big run there. How about that? Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now.
That's a gain of 5.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
For the field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
And that is going to be no good. He pushed it wide to the right.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They're going to look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They go play action with Hurts. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 44-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Drop 50, drop 50. 79 Broncos.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Okay, ready.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Mustang 19. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, boy, tough conditions out there. I don't know if a defender slipped or what, but he had a man wide open, and that's a bad one to miss on. They don't come a whole lot easier than that one right there.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Here we go.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
Seven Pirates. Let's go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He sets to fire deep. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
At the 23-yard line.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. One last shot for Jackson. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Philadelphia, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, the calendar changed. October didn't help as they dropped to 0-5 on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly.